Hello and welcome to UMAI Dry Bag Steak. Today we're going to show you how we made a traditional pancetta, actually two pancettas, using the UMAI charcuterie kit. We have a charcuterie kit that includes all of the pieces that you need that are hard to find, apart from the meat and salt. We used 2 5-pound pieces of pork belly and all of the ingredients that are listed here to make this wonderful traditional Italian pancetta. Now we started by coating all sides of the 2 5-pound pieces thoroughly with the cure. So you have to make sure that the salt and Instacure number 2, the slow acting cure, and all of the spices and garlic are blended in well. Then seal in a Ziploc and put away in the refrigerator for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, the cure will have done its job and you can rinse off the outside before you go on to the next step to begin the drying. Now, traditional pancetta comes in 2 forms. One is the stesa, the flat. The other is the arrotolata, which is rolled. And so here we decided to do one arrotolata, which means you need to roll the pancetta very, very tight and then tie it with butcher's twine even tighter. It's a good idea to master the art of the butcher's knot, which you see here, so that you can slide down that knot good and tight on the meat. So once you've got it all tied up, you're going to ensure that you have a nice moist meat surface. The moisture is what's going to allow it to adhere to the surface of the UMAI Dry. Now, although we're going to be sealing the UMAI Dry material with a vacuum sealer, it is not a vacuum bag. It is much more like a membrane. It will exchange oxygen, so that wonderful flavor will develop, and it'll release moisture. All the instructions that you need are carefully described and illustrated in your UMAI Dry kit. So here we are coaxing the air out of the bag, helping the vacuum sealer draw it out. And again, not to create a vacuum, but to pull the UMAI Dry down against the surface. Now, in the case of a pancetta, you need to age it about 6 to 8 weeks before it loses, in this case, 25 to 30% of its original weight. As you can see, much drier, much denser, and wonderfully cured. Both the stesa and the arrotolata came out beautifully. You can see how cleanly the UMAI Dry peels off and how the surface of the meat is generally beautifully clean and very, very well dried. UMAI Dry will allow you to do this with pretty much any charcuterie project that you want. You can also do fermented dry sausage and our original product, which is for dry aging steak. So see how beautiful this very well cured pancetta slices up. Remember that you can eat well cured traditional Italian pancetta raw in its traditional form, or for those who like a more American style, you can cook it up. Thank you for joining us here at UMAI Dry.